All right, man. Talk to talk. You know what it is, man. Thank y'all for joining me. Appreciate y'all for clicking the video. All right, so today's episode, we're gonna talk about your boy Drizzy. Is he really going broke, or is everybody just overreacting? I actually wanted to talk about this. I don't like to pocket watch people, but let's get to it. All right, man. Talk to talk. You know what it is, man. Go subscribe to the Patreon. Links in the description. I will be releasing some Patreon episodes this week. And if any new music come out, I will be reacting to it on live. I got the YG, I got the AZ Chat John is all coming. Make sure you go subscribe to the Patreon. Also too, if you want to leave a donation, links on the screen. All the beautiful single sexy ladies, I love you. All the fellas, you know what's up, man. King of the North, let me know what kingdom you from. OT show, baby, I'm here. Episode should be dropping. It should have dropped already. It's taking so long to upload because I had to use my phone and do all that stuff. So excuse that. Got a nice little episode coming for y'all. All right, so look, man. 25,000 subscribers. We're gonna get to the nice size cash prize. So make sure you're here for that. All right, so look, let's get to this, man, because this is pretty interesting to say the least. What Glasses Malone is talking about when it comes to Drake and his finances. All right, so let's get it, man. Thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. So let's go.
Somebody in Drake position should not be borrowing $5 million. He's basically taking out payday loans to cover his debts. One loan after another.
That's hilarious. A payday loan to cover Drake's debt is crazy. Drake taking out payday loans is wild. That was a good one.
Oh, he didn't take a loan out with ARI. He's doing somewhere else. Of course he is. That's the game you play. This guy don't give me the money, I'm gonna go to this guy. But just think about it. He is borrowing $5 million. And you guys keep telling me this is Drake, this is Drake, this is Drake. That's what you guys have always said. Why?
See, the thing is, and that's what I think people gotta understand. Most rich people, well, let's just say a lot of smart rich people, because there's a lot of rich people who are dumb. Some people inherit the money. Some people just, won the lottery. Who knows? But there's a lot of smart rich people. A lot of smart rich people always uses other people's money. You know what I mean? They move the money around. They use other people's money. Some people are not even rich. They have money, but it's not their money. Some people are actually poor, but they know how to manipulate the system to get the money flowing through them and use this thing. Like one of my cousins is like that. On paper, he has no money, but outside of that, he always getting a new house. I'm like, how are you doing all this? Like, he never wants to tell me, but I know he ain't no drug dealer or nothing like that either. But he just real good with credit cards and how to move stuff around. So, and I think that's what it is now. As far as Drake goes, any man in his position shouldn't be borrowing that type of money, because I mean, dude, Drake has $5 million in his account. And the crazy thing is, this keeps coming back around because y'all remember Kendrick said, like, show me your splits, I'll make sure I double back with you. And Drake's now was saying that you dropped and gave Top Dog 50 million. And look at this. If this is true, allegedly, if this is true, now you're asking to borrow $5 million. Why don't you ask Kendrick? Ask Kendrick. I'm sure he got it.
Enough of me blabbing, yapping, and talking. But Glasses Malone called this a year ago. He said, all you YouTube pundits, academics, small, are liars. Check this clip out.
The truth. Now, don't get me wrong, they're making money, but it's a zero on top of everything starting. Extra zero. It's always extra zero. But that's not the point. I don't want to focus on
extra zero.
It's always
Man,
an extra zero. Listen, it's always an extra zero. Because the money that they talking about don't exist.
Trap, you ain't seen little kids talking about, hey, you see that flat? You see that dope in here yesterday?
And then the crazy part is they'll know it's true and then get mad at me. Like, they'll come ask me. They'll be like, gee. Like, I remember they was asking me about Drake. They was like, Glasses, Drake got this $400 million deal. I'm like, bro, how the fuck you get it? Remember I was explaining that to him and they cussing me out. I'm like, where the fuck would they get $400 million for him for? Where his concerts ain't tied into it. And even if they were, who the fuck is working for free?
If you get...
Listen, I don't know if you guys know anything about what happened with Joe Buttons and Slaughterhouse and what's the name? Eminem, I'm not gonna say Eminem. I'm gonna say I think it was Polly Rosenberg or whatever his name is. Shady Records wanted them to do the album for free, and Joe said, "I'm not rapping for free. There's no way in the world I'm gonna be rapping for free." This is what Joe said, and Joe basically broke up Slaughterhouse because he didn't want to rap for free. The other members was like, this is an opportunity, you know, why are we going to squander this? And Joe like, nah, I don't care. You're never going to get me to do something for free. So I can understand why he's definitely saying this. I can understand why Glasses is saying this. But you got to think about it from this perspective. Do Drake really have all this money? Because every time you turn around, I put it to you like this. It's very difficult for me to say that Drake has all of this money when you have all of these different mansions all over the place. Maybe you did get 400 million. There's nowhere on paper. I searched up and down online. There's nowhere on paper saying Drake got. It's alluded to that, but there's nowhere stating the facts that he got that type of money. So maybe that's the money you're spending. But the thing is, when someone gives you some money like that, you basically got to give it back to them. If they're giving you the money, it's not like because my thing is, if UMG brought Drake's catalog and they gave him 400 million, then why are they asking for it back? You know what I'm saying? Why are they asking for the money back? If they gave him the money for his they gave him the money for his records, his albums. Why? Like, why are they asking for it back? Why did he have to give it back? You know what I'm saying? And if he's saying he want more money next time, what do you want more money for? That's the question I have to ask. What is Drake asking for more money for? Didn't they already pay him? Oh, to keep him in his deal. Did they? That's why I'm saying, like, it's so confusing when it comes to this deal, because nobody knows what's going on, and everybody's just basically saying, well, you know, he got 400 million and he got this amount of money, but nobody knows exactly what he got. Nobody knows. Nobody but Drake and whoever. He could have got a billion. Nobody knows what he got. You know what I'm saying? People just heard that and somebody ran with it.
So you're saying the person gets the upfront money. All right, listen, we're giving you this 400 million up front, but now go put them heels on and go out there and go work now, B. You don't think it's going there?
400 million for what? Where the fuck is $400 million from?
Because they're gonna see, all right, so the man that made this amount of money by doing this right here. So now if we get him to work a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? We could equivalent more money than that though. I think he made.
But this is why this argument don't make sense. If UMG owns Drake's catalog, why is UMG giving him $400 million? If they own his catalog, what are they giving him $400 million to stay? Why? They own the bulk of his catalog. They own all of his catalog. So what are they giving? So he won't become a free agent? They paying him to stay. And the crazy thing is, in the song, I can't remember the name of that song, but he basically said it in the song, I just want to be free. So he's not out of contract. I don't know why people keep saying this too. Drake's out of contract. He's not out of contract. He literally made a song saying, I just want to be free. Like, he want to be free. But Drake has been signed to people since he came out. He's never been a solo act. He's never been an independent artist. He's always been signed. And again, Drake is a major artist. So if you got to understand, they could have gave him that type of money, but what did they give it to him for? Did they give him so he won't go somewhere else and make new music? What is it? Who knows? I don't know.
You don't think Drake recouped 400 million for University in 2 years?
No. How? It's not about him.
Oh,
He makes more money than most people in the business, but how the f is he gonna make $400 million? And then what is everybody else working for? Is everybody else working for free? Okay, let's say a concert, right? Let's say Dot got a concert, and the concert make $40 million. How much is everybody working for? What's a fair number for an artist to get when everybody at this mother is making it happen? It's a bunch of us promoting. It's a bunch of us fronting the money, right? It's a bunch of people working in the venue. It's a bunch of people parking cars. It's a bunch of people doing everybody working for free.
Well, the way they're saying is that like the people who getting that money is the people that's on top. That's getting most of the revenue shares of the streaming numbers that's coming through though.
But that's his whole point. So who is getting all the money? So if Drake makes, let's say Drake, and the thing is, Drake didn't even make 400 million on any of his shows, his concerts. Let's just say he made 400 million, right? Let's say Drake made 400 million. So who's he paying after that? Who's getting paid? And he did, if he's in the 360, he didn't make the 400 million. He didn't make that. It's just weird that UMG will give him money for him to give the money back. Wouldn't it be, if UMG gave Drake $400 million, wouldn't Drake have to give them 800 million back or $1 billion back? Wouldn't it have to be that? Why would UMG give Drake 400 million just so they could give him $400? It has to be some type of interest. Nobody's going to give you money unless it's your friend. Nobody's going to give you money just so you could give it back to them years later with no interest or nothing. Come on, bro. Come on. No, I'm not rolling, bro. No, absolutely not. He's right.
And the cook is responsible for the flavor at the burger at McDonald's. Who makes money, him or the manager?
The manager gonna make it.
No burger.
The manager gonna make the money though.
Flavor, none of that, right?
The manager is doing exactly what his name, what his title is. He's managing the business. He's doing what's supposed to go on. Make sure that burger's made right. Make sure the fries is made right. Make sure this fucking place is cleaned up too. He's managing the business.
Yet he's not responsible for none of the flavor.
No, but he's managing the business because all you doing is flipping burgers. I'm managing it.
That don't make sense. He has to be, man. He has to understand, like, what you're saying is basically the manager manages the business, but he don't manages the flavor. That don't make sense. The flavor is a part of the business. Obviously, the manager would manage the flavor. He has to, because if at McDonald's, it goes on the cheeseburger, it goes or a Big Mac, it goes the bun, the mac sauce, onions, lettuce, then it's whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? It goes like that. What if he put mustard on there? What if he put a whole bunch of onions on all the Big Macs? So yes, he has to manage the flavor. That's absolutely right. He's right. Glasses is right.
The whole damn business.
So then why would you think the rapper would get any of that kind of money when the rapper ain't nothing but a cook?
Jay-Z said this. You ain't nothing but a worker, though.
My net worth went up again. My next update, the jig is up. Up 10, wrong chart, champ. You gotta look up again. Niggas look up the home, I never looked up to them. Practice got your publishing gangster, go talk tough to them. Don't talk success to me, you niggas is workers. In perpetuity is how your contract is worded. I'll make me go man.
Yeah, that hurt a lot of people's feelings. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people is hurt from that verse. That verse really shook up the game. And the crazy thing is, the verse was super fire, but it ain't the best verse that I ever heard from him. But it's just, the thing about Jay-Z is he comes back around and just puts people in their place. And I think that's the reason why a lot of people hate Jay-Z. They don't even hate Jay-Z. People don't like Jay-Z because Jay-Z is who he is. And I just find it funny how a lot of y'all are so like against Jay-Z, but y'all ride with other people. But I don't even want to get back into that conversation. I'm just going to say that him calling him a worker, you can't get around that. That's why Drake ain't going to respond. Because Drake knows that you can't really say anything to somebody like that got real money. You know what I'm saying? And he bailed you. It's so many routes Jay-Z could take on Drake. Like I bailed your boss out. You know what I'm saying? Your boss needed 10 million. That's what I'm saying. Like, these dudes be needing money. How did Lil Wayne need money? How? How did he need money? Again, a lot of these rappers are not as rich as we think they are. A lot of them are actually broke.
Jay-Z said, you ain't nothing but a worker, dog. Think about it. Jay-Z really knew what was going on and knew this was going to come to light. Crazy, man. I'm right or wrong. I'm right or wrong. But hey, y'all continue believing y'all favorite podcasters, y'all favorite YouTubers. Go on, continue believing them, man. And look like a dummy at the end. Like, comment, subscribe. Welcome to the session. I'm out of here.
The belief is that I don't like Drake. Drake is not the kind of person, if you met him or if you've been in the same ciphers with him, he's not the kind of person you like or dislike. Like, he is like jicama. It's not flavored enough to where you could really, it's like how I feel about LeBron. Like, they're not flavored enough of people for you to kind of like. They kind of play everything.
LeBron is Sweet Baby Ray's. I don't know what this nigga talking about right now.
No, it's not. It's not. He kind of wants to say the right thing all the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember this clip. I reacted to that. But yeah, man. Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, so there's a lot going on, man. I mean, if you got people got to understand. People think, and I would say this, man. I'm not saying Drake broke. I'm not gonna say that, but I will say y'all do know he's still actively in a lawsuit. He still have to pay his lawyers. You don't know how much money he's paying his lawyers. He could be paying them a good amount of money. You know what type of lawyers he have. I mean, it could be, and if he's going against UMG, these lawyers putting in work. So he's probably paying them. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, he has a huge gambling problem. He has a huge gambling problem. Like, I don't know why y'all don't understand that either. And on top of that, he owns multiple properties that ain't paid off. Like when you buy a property for, let's say, $34 million, right? You buy it. You still got to pay the taxes on that land. And what happens if you don't pay the taxes? Default, they take it back. So you end up selling it, and you might not get as much, you know what I mean? Now, unless you go to a different country and build, you know, and make a what's the name, who just allow you to keep they don't have land tax, you know what I mean, somewhere in Africa somewhere, that's about it. But I just don't see how, I'm not gonna say Drake broke, but I don't see how he's this wealthy. I'm sure he got more money than me. I mean, if you could say it, everybody could say that about Drake. I'm sure he got more money than me, but we're not talking about us, we're talking about him. And usually when you got that type of money and you don't know how to spend it, you'll end up being what they call broke poor. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'll end up having money but won't have nothing. Like, and I know that kind of sound kind of weird, but it is the thing where a person got a lot of money but they don't really have nothing to show for it. You never meet people like that who they have a lot of money and every time you turn around they don't have nothing, or they end up broke and they asking you for money. Be like, bro, you just got paid. You make more money than me. When you don't, you could be as rich as possible. You could have the most money in the world, but if you can't manage your finances, or you're just doing a bunch of dumb stuff, or you don't have a person who actually, an accountant that can actually do it for you or do all these things, then yeah. So I can understand why people would say Drake is broke. I can understand. I don't believe he's broke, but I can understand why. You know what I'm saying? I don't think him or Rick Ross is broke. You know what I'm saying? If people say, oh, Rick Ross is flying economy, I mean, it's a plane, right? Like T-Pain got money and he don't fly. He only fly economy. There's rappers and artists who don't care for flying private. A lot of y'all get caught up in that. You know what I mean? But again, I don't think he's broke, but I will say he has a lot of problems that I can understand why people would say he is either broke or kind of running out of money. And if this is true that he borrowed $5 million, I don't know what to even say to that. That's crazy. But either way, thank y'all for joining me. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all on the next one. I am out of here. Torture Talk. Peace, bye.
Hey, you. Yes, you.
I don't mean to be so intrusive, but are you subscribed to the Patreon? What you waiting for? Link is right in the description. Over there, I get to talk about things that I can't talk about on YouTube. Plus, I get to do full reactions that YouTube can't block or demonetize. And you get to see a glimpse into my personal life. You know what I'm saying? So, thank you. Plus, this video is being powered by me, but it's being sponsored by you, all the greatest subscribers in the world. So thank you. Appreciate y'all for clicking the video every day. Let's get back to the content.